Give us like the what it's like personally, and then like the mechanism of action and any research behind it, if you know, like what is
Yeah.
it? It's obviously working on the nervous system, but how?
Yeah. So there's four components. So you have the first one is mindfulness.
Mhm.
And that's just becoming aware, right, of your own body, your own breath, your own thoughts. So it's literal coming down to an awareness of self. The next one is an emotional intelligence. So learning what emotions look like in your body, learning what emotions look like in other people's bodies, and coming down to the point where you're like, I feel sad right now because you called me a poopy head, right? Like that would be an example of how you verbalize how you're feeling, right? Instead of being like, I'm stomping off right now because I can't even name my emotion right now because I'm so out of sorts that I can't even become aware of myself, right? So it's the awareness of self, the emotional intelligence. Interpersonal effectiveness is how we talk to ourselves, our inner dialogue, but are also our outer dialogue, right? So if I'm really fired up about something and I'm upset with somebody, it's because I am not either getting my needs met or they're not hearing me the way I want them to hear me. So I need to adjust how I communicate, right? So interpersonal effectiveness is learning how to express with communication how and what you need, what you feel, and how what you want from
Mhm.
somebody without coming aggressively forward or anything like that. And
Mhm.
then the last one is crisis intervention, and that's really the most important one. And it's skills like a tip, which is like temperature change. So maybe putting your face in a bowl of ice water, running your hands under ice water, and that's great for nurses.
Mhm.
Like if they just did a code and they're in like shock mode, go in the bathroom and just like feel the water on your hands and be in the present moment. Intense exercise. So it's literally bringing you to the present moment. That's what we do in crisis intervention, right? Because your thoughts, you're either in the future or in the past. So we're bringing you to the present moment. So that's
Okay.
the four presets of dialectical behavior therapy. And it's a very intense process to be trained in that for a therapist. And ultimately, it's mostly used for the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, but it really should be used in all, like, everybody.
PTSD. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
so I love how I mean the whole overarching thing is present moment.
Absolutely.
Mindfulness, the whole
Yeah.
point is to get you here now in a calm state, right? One,
Yeah.
two was what did you call it? What
Yeah.
was number two?
Yeah. So it's like
Emotional
emotional
Oh,
regulation.
I have
Yeah.
EI, emotional intelligence. Okay.
Yeah. Intelligence. Yeah.
Um, I I love how that also brings you to the present moment because it makes you the witness. So
Mhm.
you might be
Yes.
going batshit crazy, but
Yeah.
it's like, what does this look like in myself? What does it look like in others? And so it forces you to be the witness. And the only way to do that is to get in the present moment. Number three, love this one, interpersonal effectiveness.
Yeah.
I interpret that as the good news is it's all your fault because you mentioned
Yeah.
you
It's all your shit.
that is
It's
well that's
all
the
your
good news
shit.
Yes.
because if it's
Yes.
somebody else then you can't control
Yeah.
anything. But
Yes.
it
Puts the
like what did you
responsibility
say?
back on you and the ownership.
Yeah, and when you
Yeah.
said I'm not being heard correctly, so it's on me to say it differently. When how many of us, this just happened to me where I was mad at the other person for not listening, but then there's nothing I can do about it because I can't get in that person's head and pull on their ears,
All
metaphorically
right.
or literally. So I love that. And it gets you in the present moment because once again, you have to witness and evaluate what's going on here.
Yeah.
And if you're all up in your head, you can't do that. And then the crisis intervention sounds like what is the primary motivator, inspirer, tool, I don't know, device to get in the present moment and the biology is the vagus nerve. Cold
Yeah.
water, going
Yeah.
for a run, horse horse lips.
Sure.
Love that
Yeah.
one.
Breathing
Um,
techniques. Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so it's
Breathing.
just four keys that open the same door to the present moment.